Good morning! This is the Morning Buzz on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. My goal was to make the entire campus hear me with that scream. That's right, the entire campus. You may think, how can the entire campus hear me if I'm in the studio? That's the thing. I am not in the studio, and you know that if you're tuning into Facebook Live. I am outside right now with Kyle Pepitone. We'll be joined.
Hi, I'm now very scared.
He's very scared. We'll be joined shortly by our assistant engineering director, Mike Foley. He'll be outside here with me. This is the World College Radio Day edition of the Morning Buzz. I am very excited. We have two live interviews today. We have WMSC alumni. We've got an interview that's in Spanish. I don't know. I won't understand a word that's said, but it'll probably be good. Sal, that was a great newscast. I just have to criticize you about something. The low of 52? That is wrong. I am out here right now, and I feel like my hands are about to fall off. I think Kyle checked before. It's like, what, 46?
I believe 46. I'm wearing 4 layers right now, and I'm still cold.
Hey, I'm in the car right now, and I'm wearing layers, and I'm still cold. I thought it was going to be warm, but you know what? I guess it's not happening right now.
It's like 2 thick jackets?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like mothers always know best, and they always care about us. So, wearing my layers, and I'm doing fine.
So I want to mention that because this is a Super Buzz very special edition, this is going to be a much lighter show. However, we are a news show, so that means we have to cover news stories. So we're going to do a lightning round. We're just going to say straight the facts. We're not even going to talk about what we think because why? We got more fun stuff to talk about. We got weird news. We got the interviews. We got the discussion. This first story, this is a national story. Our story, it is, despite setback, Democrats try to save Biden's $3.5 trillion plan. Despite long negotiations, Democrats could not reach a deal to save President Biden's $3.5 trillion government dollar overhaul, but more action is set to resume on Tuesday. Not Tuesday, today. According to the Associated Press, the president and his cabinet have a potentially embarrassing setback, if not a politically devastating fall of the enterprise, if they aren't able to resolve the conflict over Biden's plans. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki released a statement saying a great deal of progress has been made this week and we are closer to an agreement than ever. But we are not there yet, and so we will need some additional time to finish the work, starting tomorrow morning. First thing. The political stakes could hardly be higher. Biden and his party are reaching for a giant legislative accomplishment, promising a vast rewrite of the nation's tax and spending plans with a so slim majority in Congress. The president's proposals would raise taxes on corporations and the wealthy and get money flowing back into government, healthcare, education, and other programs. It says the ultimate price tag is zero because the tax revenue covers the spending costs. Kyle, take away our second story.
All right, here we go. According to AP News, the nation's most restrictive abortion law back in Texas court. Today, a federal judge will consider whether Texas can leave in place its controversial abortion restriction, which since September has banned most abortions and sent women across state borders to get what they need. The Biden administration filed a lawsuit that seeks to push back against the Texas law, which is known as the Senate Bill 8. The law prohibits abortions in Texas once cardiac activity is detected, which is typically around 6 weeks, where some women may not even know they're pregnant. In the short time since the law took effect on September 1st, abortion providers say, quote, exactly what we feared has become reality. Texas clinics are at risk of closing down while other states can barely keep up with the influx of patients, and those are women that aren't even able to get abortions. The Texas Attorney General's Court argued in court filings that even if the law was put on temporary hold, providers are still litigation over violations that may happen before the permanent ruling is made.
Thank you, Kyle, for that story. Our next story, this one's being brought to you by Caitlin. Say your last name.
Aristizábal.
Thank you, Caitlin. Tell us the story.
Okay, 3,000 financial tech jobs coming to New Jersey. according to Governor Murphy. On Thursday, Governor Murphy announced that roughly 3,000 new jobs at a Fortune 500 financial tech firm are coming to the Garden State. The company is called FeeServe, and Murphy says that they will invest $100 million in the state and Berkeley Heights specifically. The jobs are going to average $100,000 a year and are expected to start coming around the first half of 2022. Most of the jobs will be technology-related roles. About 2,000 of them will be new jobs, and the rest are for existing employees of FiServe. Murphy says, quote, this is our global future, and once again, this future is going to be shaped right here in New Jersey. I've spoke about it many times before. There's absolutely nothing stopping New Jersey from reclaiming its position as a global leader, end quote.
Very nice.
Very nice. The more jobs
we get to New Jersey,
I love to see that.
It's so great. We're not even going to talk about it anymore. I'm going to go into our next story as Montclair teachers see slight salary increase in contract. The Montclair Board of Education and Montclair Education Association leaders say that both groups work together to negotiate the 2021-2022 teachers contract. This contract is valid from July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2022, and increases teacher salaries by 3.17%, which is a small decrease from the 2020-2021 increase of 3.5%. Union President Kathy Kondrak said, "We believe the terms to be fair. I, as well as my team, appreciated the collaboration and cooperation we experienced with the Board of Education in settling a fair contract for the next school year. The previous contract was an effort from July 1st, 2018 to June 30th, 2021, and it came after a long dispute of staff health benefits and salaries. Due to the negotiations, Montclair teachers worked under a July 2015 through July 2018 contract during the 2018-2019 school year." Wow, we just crammed a lot of information to your guys' ear holes, but to give you a little break, we're going to go on a break, and we'll be right back here on the Super Buzz part of World College Radio Day 2021. All right, everyone. Today's been a great day. Nothing's going wrong here at all. And we are back here on the Super Buzz edition of the Morning Buzz. And as always, if you hear my voice, of course you hear Crispel's voice. But we have more people in the room. We got Caitlin and we have Jake here. We got the whole crew. It's going to be the A team, the people outside. We don't need them. We never needed them. And they couldn't lace our boots if they wanted to. But we're going to get into some fun stories because, Kenny's better off as a ghost than an actual person. So we're going to go into one of my favorite things on earth, and that is Florida Man. And Florida Man is in the news today because he's getting his own show. But there's a little twist going on. So Netflix is working on a new show called Florida Man, and it's being filmed in, of all places, North Carolina. Tallahassee lobbyist David Johnson, in a blog post on the Tampa Bay 100, pointed out the irony that after a near decade of Florida Man making the state's punchline, when it finally gets to the Florida's treatment, it's 500 miles away in Wilmington, North Carolina. That's where Florida Man has been filming since August. According to what's on the Netflix blog, and it's scheduled to continue through November. Several Wilmington news sites reported in September that the show sought extras to play drivers, car drivers, and bar patrons. The official Netflix subscription of the show is Spot On Florida Man. The meme of all things in State Nutty is on its own Twitter feed. So here is what Netflix describes the show as being. In Florida Man, when a struggling ex-cop is forced to return to his home state of Florida to find a Philly mobster's runaway girlfriend, what should be a quick gig becomes a spiraling journey into buried family secrets and increasingly futile attempts to do the right thing in a place where so much is wrong. The series described as a wild odyssey into a sunny place for shady people in the spirit of Body Heat and Elmore Leonard's Out of Sight. I don't know what that description meant towards the end. Netflix, can you make it clear for us normal people? Guys, thoughts here on this exciting show?
Yeah, you said a whole bunch of words.
I know.
They didn't process. I don't
No.
know if it's because
Yeah.
it's 7:23 a.m. right now, but you said a whole bunch of things, and it just I hear you.
You know what?
but-
Caitlin made cookies for everyone. Maybe everyone needs to take a bite of a cookie, wake up that
wow.
way. They look spot on as
But-
well.
the
Wake
real
up and smell the
question is-
cookies, right?
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But what the real question is, what kind of cookies? they
Okay,
are.
okay, look, the reason that this all happened was because I just wanted to bake for my own pleasure. I was like, I want to make
Wow.
oatmeal. Wait. I wanted to make oatmeal raisin cookies just cause. And then somehow I ended up, my friends were like, oh, you should like decorate them. And I was like, I guess that's cute. So I made sugar cookies instead, and they're decorated and they say WMSC and like 90.3. And I was up till like 2 a.m. doing that.
You're up
That
to
is
2 a.m.?
so
Yeah.
cute.
Why?
But like on Buzz, hi Ben, good morning. You were sleeping. How are you? On Buzz days, I usually sleep at like 11 p.m. and now it's I went to bed at 2, so I'm good though. It's fine.
I've been saying this on every show.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben here.
Being up till 2 a.m. is like, I mean, that's total dedication. But I did want to mention that about the Florida Man series. That's like, when I was hearing it, I thought that was like a combination of The Sopranos, hi Ben, and Tiger King mixed into one. And I couldn't even believe it. And also, Ben, I just want to say really quick, Patriots aren't doing well without Tom Brady, but you know what?
I guess
There's all
Ben
there is
doesn't
to it.
care.
He does not
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He's
No,
out the
because
building.
you know what? Regardless, he has
I don't know. I
seven
don't
world
have time for
championships.
that.
I'm busy. I love George, though.
Ben
George, I
said
miss him and I love him.
he says that he loves you with all his heart. He can't wait to see you. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
This seems
Ditto.
interesting. Aw, that's so sweet.
Too much heartwarmingness
just-
going on in the
This
morning.
is like exciting for North Carolina. I feel like
For
not-
real.
Like, do they ever film in North Carolina?
Does
That's not,
anything
like-
happen in North Carolina?
Exactly.
No, yeah. You don't
Ugh.
see a lot in news.
North Carolina is like the Maine to me. I just hate
Yeah.
everything about it. It's disgusting.
Oh,
I've
wait,
been there once.
You don't like Maine?
Maine is garbo.
What
trash.
about like lobster rolls?
Ew.
What?
No. You like lobster rolls?
Yeah, generally.
All right. Describe to the people what a lobster roll is.
I don't know. It's like a lobster, except it's
In a
like
roll.
in a roll, and it's good.
I've never had
Generally.
a lobster roll.
Crickets. I don't know. Oh my God, Caitlin. I love that you're here because every single Wednesday and the morning buzz, I always say like this is our show because Isaiah and I are both Hispanic and we are celebrating
Oh, for
Hispanic
real.
Heritage
Heritage
Month.
Month.
So I am so happy
Shout
Caitlin is
out.
here because you're also
Yes.
Hispanic, right?
Yes.
I didn't wanna, I was like, I'm not even
She's like,
sure.
actually, I'm not.
Actually,
No, I
so
am.
damn, Jake. He's
Oh,
just there.
Yeah, I'm here too.
Just
Hi.
there. You and your lobster rolls.
Yeah.
Lobster rolls.
We us Hispanics are a little confused.
They put
Oh,
us. Hey, at least they kept us in the warm and not outside.
I don't
Oh,
know.
you know, walking here, I felt like I only walked for like 10 minutes. I felt like my hands were falling
I
off.
couldn't
so
feel
I don't know how
anything.
they're doing.
I don't know either.
Dramatic.
It
is
was
not-
Crystal, what are you
cold.
talking about? You were
It's
definitely
cold.
cold out there.
It's a little chilly, but it's
A
not
little?
a little. It's not
No, today I should have wore a winter coat, a hat.
No,
stretchy
wait, I
one.
agree with you because I wanted to ask my friend to bring me a sweatshirt later, but then I was like, I'm already wearing a sweatshirt. So am I
Right.
supposed to wear double sweatshirts? Like, I don't understand what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do in this situation.
Just carry a blanket
See,
with you.
Annabella had it right. She came in here with the jacket.
She did. She
See?
did. She did.
You got to
But-
think smart, you know.
But
I
I'm
did a
going.
light jacket.
I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's because typically when when you haven't slept for a while or you're running on very little sleep,
Mhm.
you tend to feel the
No,
cold
no,
even more. No,
Kate,
no, you
Crystal.
definitely get to feel the cold even more, and I guarantee you
yeah.
that's part of it
Okay.
as to why she's wearing a jacket because it is not that cold outside.
Stop making excuses for New Jersey's terrible weather.
Let me tell you
okay?
something. If you can see your breath outside, then you know it's cold. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
You couldn't. You couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could, where
Maybe-
I'm from.
See,
Maybe
George.
yeah.
I
George
live in
saw it.
extremely northern New Jersey, so yeah. I mean, that's.
George saw it. It's
that's
got to
the
be a
thing.
fact.
George.
Therefore,
Well, I
George,
mean, let me
maybe-
tell you, if I saw Bigfoot, would that be a fact too?
yes, sir.
No?
I take your word for it.
All right.
Yeah.
I trust you.
I trust
George,
you.
maybe your breath was just hot, you know? Not the good kind. Not the good. Not the
Hot in
good
what
kind.
way? Like, you know.
Like-
All right.
It's kicking.
It's ticking.
The
It's got a
Italians
time
and
bomb
garlic in the
on. All
morning.
right.
It's kicking. It's kicking. But speaking of weather and traveling and all that good stuff, a man opens emergency door and jumps onto wing of plane in Miami. Isaiah and I always say this: Miami, Florida. I don't know what's in the air, but it's something.
Wait. Miami's cool. You know, they have
Okay.
the
have
one
you
and
gone to
only
Miami?
Mr. Worldwide. Pitbull.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
That-
Okay, 305. Is it 305? I don't even know.
Yes, it's 305.
Whoa. It's
Crystal, do it.
It's the Hispanic. What?
Do it. Do it, Pitbull.
I don't know.
Do an
Pitbull.
impersonation right now.
I don't know Pitbull
Come
like
on,
that.
you don't know
What do you
Pitbull like
mean?
that?
I mean, I know Pitbull. Obviously, I would be honestly a disgrace if I
Come
didn't.
on, exactly.
But I don't really
I know you
like-
want me.
See,
You
even
know
George
what?
got it going.
2009. That was the year where everything came together, and that's when Pitbull got to start. And let me tell you something.
2009
That
was not a good year for me.
it was a good year for me. I mean, the
And
Yankees won that year.
It was a
so-
good year for Pitbull too.
It was a great year for
Yeah.
Pitbull.
I'm shocked George knew who.
Been there,
like,
done that.
Not that he knew who Pitbull was, but that he knew how to reference him.
He said
And
he
I
said a
couldn't.
year
That's
too.
all.
He's like 2009 specifically.
Yeah.
I don't even know the year.
Totally.
George, are you a
Like,
fan?
when-
You sound like a fan.
I'm not necessarily a fan of Pitbull. I just like all the late
got a
mid
tattoo of
mid to late 2000s songs is where I'm at, because that was like the era where real actual drum sets were being used, and then nowadays just all these electronic beats. And as a drummer and as a music fan, I just can't have that. But I miss the good old days of, I mean, 15 years ago, it seems like good old days, but all the Good Charlotte and Blink 182 and all that stuff. But I mean, that was a great era for me, and it was a good time to grow up. And I mean, calculator, cell phones, and Blackberries, and skater boy haircut before Justin Bieber ruined it. I don't know.
Oh.
What a time.
You sound, George, you sound like those people who are always saying, like the kids who will be like, oh my God, 2016 was the year, like take me back. This
Everything
and the
was
fourth.
perfect in 2016.
And like Drake dropped like a good song. Honestly, no.
Drake
I
drops
feel
at least like one good song a year though at this point.
I feel like every year is a good year. It is just what you make it out to be. So I said what I said.
Yeah.
But
That's
bringing it back to Florida and in honor of Mr. Worldwide, since apparently we have a lot of fans, taking it back to Miami, a passenger on an American Airlines flight that landed at Miami International Airport opened an emergency door and walked onto the wing as the plane reached the terminal, authorities said. Flight 920 from Cali, Colombia, had just landed in Miami Wednesday night when the incident happened. Quote, the customer was immediately detained by law enforcement. We thank our team members and law enforcement for their professionalism and quick action. And American Airlines put out a statement. U.S. Customs and Border Protection took the man into custody without incident. They reported that the incident did not cause any delays, and all other passengers on the plane were able to leave without any issues. And no additional details are available, but I think.
What do you think?
Well, at least the plane was landed, because I read
Yes.
that and I thought they were in the
Yeah.
air and the man's just like jumped out onto the wing, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
okay, game over.
Exactly, like the end. But no, they were landed. But like, why? Like, what is the thought process? to
There
just-
was no thought process.
Haven't you ever looked out at like a plane and just kind of thought like it'd be cool to be on the wing?
Yeah, but I would never actually do it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know. Some people don't have.
I feel
that
like, and
sort
also
of threshold.
planes are so big. Like if you stand in front of a plane, like you feel like an inch big. And like why would you just, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. There was clearly not a thought process behind this, because personally, I would never
wait,
do that.
From Colombia to Miami, that's a couple hours too. That's where my
Maybe it's
family's
higher.
from, in Colombia, Cali.
Colombia.
That's where my family is from. Very cool, but that's not the point.
But
Shout out to Colombia, by the way.
are you Colombian, Isaiah?
No.
I know that. I'm
Don't
just-
He's Puerto Rican.
I know they had
is
a
he
good
not?
run in the
Come on
2014
now.
World Cup, though.
Wow, George over here with all the
Wow,
facts.
he's got all the facts.
Right.
Is he studying up for Hispanic heritage?
Sal, he's coming for
I
your
don't know.
job.
Wait, I
Sounds
did
weird.
kind of have that job a couple years ago, but you know what?
He's coming back to
I'm
the
doing
title.
fine right
Right.
now.
He's gone for a couple, and now he's coming back to reclaim the throne.
Right.
Hey, I'm
Sal,
still
watch
here.
out.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. You know?
Oh, wow.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Facts.
He said I just graduated, but I'm still here. I'm still around. I'm still part of WMSC.
Yeah.
And I agree with you, George. I feel like once you're part of WMSC, you're always part of WMSC.
Forever?
Forever and always.
Forever.
Cross my heart.
Mm.
Once,
You're
promise?
just not allowed to leave, Isaac.
Oh, God.
yeah, the spirit of college
guess I'm
radio
up there.
lives on fully. And
For
And
life.
also, just really quick, it is 7:30, so I'm gonna actually have to head off. But I want to say thank you to everybody for making my college radio day experience, past and present, so memorable and enjoyable. Kenny, you're the man taking over this great morning buzz show. And shout out to Annabella Poland, Rob Quick, and Tom Kaminsky for making it as memorable as it can be. I love each and every one of you guys. And if College Radio Day isn't on your radio, then your radio really isn't on. Thank you guys so much. Take care.
I love
Hey,
that.
thank you, George.
God.
My guy. George, we
We'll miss
appreciate it.
you.
That actually hurt my throat a little bit.
Yeah, he said,
but-
he said bye.
He's like,
You scared
he's
him
like, too
away.
much.
Right.
Remember when he said college radio for life? He's like, not anymore.
Right. He was there. He had the energy, and then you just yelled in
I
all
know.
of our ears.
You
and then
know,
we just kinda-
I'm a little off this morning. The traffic
little.
killed me.
a little.
A little.
A little.
Okay, but and on the Super Buzz, Super edition of the Morning Buzz, our Super Bowl, our NBA Finals, our Latin Grammys, not regular Grammys, get out of here. We have to do some things that are important, and that is an interview with Tara, Jared, and Nate, as they have done something exciting. They have made a musical, and it was produced only 2 weeks by many sleepless students at WMSC. Joining us on the show are 3 of the producers behind it. Tara, Jared, Nate, if you can hear me, please unmute, introduce yourselves, say what's up to the people. Hi.
Hello, I'm Jared Tauber. It's my fault.
Yeah.
I met Jared this morning, and I think his game is a little thrown off because he's like, I'm sleepy. And I'm like, it's all in your head, Jared. It's all in your head.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and it worked like a charm.
I
Sleep is a
know.
mindset. Definitely a mindset. Tara, can you hear us now? Nah,
I
Tara can't
think-
hear us. It's cool.
Yes.
You know what?
Tara
Really,
can
what's going? Oh, Tara, you can hear us. All right. All right.
Yes.
So, since Jared, you talked first, tell us about the beginnings of the musical. Where did the idea come from to do a musical?
Came from my brain hole, buddy.
I like that answer.
And but I had lots of help. It started with a storyline because I knew I wanted to do the musical, but I wanted it to, have to have a story. So I approached Josh Serrado, and we wrote the story together. And a lot of people were really glad that Josh was a part of it as much as I was, and I think it was really cool that he was. So shout out to Josh. And then as soon as we finished writing that story, which we did in a night, by the way, it was a couple Saturday nights ago. And that very weekend, I had collected the team together of very musically talented individuals from the station, which, by the way, this whole musical was done completely by WMSC students. No one else from Montclair State University, no one else from outside, all WMSC students. And so I got the band together, so to speak. And for the next week, we were writing songs. Following weekend, we started recording, and then we did that for another week where we stayed up every night till like 4 to 5 a.m. just banging it out. And right in this room, by the way, I specifically set up right here in the room where it happened to do
Going
this
back to the
interview
room where
right
it
now.
all
'Cause
began.
I'm sitting in Studio B where we did all this. I'm sitting in the chair and the desk where all my equipment was, and wow, what a great experience. But how it started, it's all history.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Cool.
Do you want to go into some detail about the question, or would you like me to repeat it, Tara?
I joined kind of later in the process when they already had like a lot of the ideas for the songs and what the story was going to be done, which was cool. But then we had to write like a 9-song set in 2 weeks of original music that told a story, and we did stuff from like every genre we could think of. Like there's a pop punk song on it. There's an industrial song on it. There's some hip hop on it. There's a couple sad country moments on it. It's amazing. And the fact that like everybody did everything, like we all contributed different things and like played different instruments and just tagged in and out to pull it off. And it's just really cool. And insanely proud of everybody that did it, and I cannot wait for you to hear it tonight.
Oh wow, we get to share with everybody.
Everyone gets
Yeah.
to hear the musical.
Dun dun
It will be the
dun.
Nightmare Before World College Radio Day.
Nightmare Before World College Radio Day. I'm so happy that you guys did this. The sleep was nice that you all had.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What did the creation process of this look like?
It didn't look pretty.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
It looked like something. It looked like us all around this room. A few of us would be on the floor, namely Kyle.
Yeah, that was the Kyle's thing.
But also Ben and Kaya would also take little naps between getting recordings. Like you can definitely hear the tiredness in Ben's voice on I want to say it's
Frozen Friday, I think, right?
Yeah, I think Frozen Friday is the song that you can really hear it on. And also Nate just joined. Hello.
Hey.
And Nate can also weigh in on the process of making this musical, because he is our recording engineer. He was behind that desk fiddling with Audacity, which wouldn't sync the music. We were taking a really unconventional, terrible approach to music making, where we synced all our vocals into the DAW instead of recording directly into it like a normal, sane person. Tell us, Nate.
Yes, for something made with spyware, we did a very awesome job, I believe. I cannot wait for this thing to come out.
Nate, let me be
Yeah.
the judge of that. He said we did a very good job. Let me be the
He's
judge
right.
Listen,
He's right. What are you talking about?
I love the whole thing, and that's not just me saying that, especially because artists never say that what they made is good, unless you're Kanye. But
Huh?
I'm gonna let you finish.
But yeah, it's finished, and I love it. Sounds as good as we want it to be, especially because when we did originally, it's not that I thought we weren't going to have anything good. It's that I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna make music together. We're gonna make a musical. Not only did I not know it was the first one of its kind, I also didn't know that it would sound so good.
Yeah.
Although I am overjoyed, excited. I can't wait for this thing to air. I've been talking about it to everyone that I come across who knows me. I don't just scream random people in the street.
Oh, you're not just walking up to randos?
Yeah, just walking up to random people and saying, hey, WMSC.
You should have done that.
If I just say 4 letters to people on the street, they might think I'm crazy.
Could be, yeah.
We get every
Just a little.
bit too. Like we even have some great cover art that Kyle made all by himself.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Cover art.
You
Yeah.
have that on your computer
Wow.
screen share.
Cover art. We're trying to get a poster to hang in the office of it.
Trying to get
and,
Kyle screen share. Share
yeah.
this thing on Facebook Live.
I'm trying, but my hands are refusing to
sketch
work right
to-
now.
Kyle went from sketch to product like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it was
absolutely.
incredible. Like he was like, oh, I have this doodle in my notebook of what the cover art should look like. And he's like, I'll take care of it on, over the next couple hours, whatever. And then he comes back and it's like done. Like Photoshop to perfection. Like he's
Yeah.
so good. He's so good at it. It's alarming.
He is an animation major.
Well, that's
I
technically
guess the
graphic
poster
design.
isn't animated, but still.
Yeah. Graphic design. Yeah. But
We're getting-
it also
we're getting the poster up right now.
yeah, we're trying to get that poster up. But
Here
also
it is.
like
It's coming.
All right, so I made a poster version and an
Hey.
actual 10 by 10 album version. This is the movie poster-ish size version.
yeah.
And the actual concept itself was Jared's idea. I was just execution.
Mm.
Well, for you audio listeners, I'm going to describe it to you. It's electric. It's snowing. There's some water. 2 beautiful penguins on the bottom right corner. And on the top, it says The Nightmare Before World
Come on.
College Radio
For a
Day.
second.
It looks like the Northern Lights.
It does look like the Northern Lights.
It
Kyle,
is
is that the
it
Northern
is
Lights?
It is
the Southern
exactly the
Lights.
Northern
It's,
Lights in the South Pole.
You gotta stand
Oh,
behind. You gotta
gorgeous.
stand behind.
Come on, Kyle.
It's beautiful.
We have a quick special
Magical.
guest.
Special guest
Production
coming in.
director.
The one and only.
Celine De Silva.
Celine has joined the show. It is my first
Yeah.
time ever seeing Celine, so let's pretend like we've known each other for years. Hi,
She's just
Celine.
here for a second to say.
Oh,
And
okay.
also, Celine is in
I
fact
kinda
the
just pulled her.
vocalist on Nightmare
If
Before.
we
College
can't go
Radio.
inside, then neither can
Really?
she.
Yeah,
That's
She's a
right.
vocalist?
yeah, she
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
she contributed some.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to our next question. So I mentioned before how I was impressed at the lack of sleep, but one of the things that impressed me too was the different genres. There were so many different things that you guys had going in here, and it's just 28 minutes. How did you all not only decide on producing so many different sounds, but executing it?
That's probably my favorite thing about the album. As we had a document just for writing the songs, figuring out what we're gonna do, and then the inspiration for them. What was it like? We put Tenacious D in there.
Yeah, there's lots of Green Day, some Hamilton. We have we made a Spotify playlist, a reference playlist that we where is it? Oh yeah, right here. No, that's not it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I was like thinking about what kind of Christmas music I like, because there's a lot of holiday music influence, because it's like kind of a holiday story. It's like swapping
You were
out
thinking about what kind of Christmas music you like? There's a Nine Inch Nails song on this. That's what you think of when you think holiday joy is Trent Reznor?
Yeah, but I also
come on, why wouldn't
I
you?
bought sleigh bells just to record for this project.
You did.
And
they
there are
were
sleigh
awesome.
bells. There are lots of sleigh bells.
All
yeah,
I'm
okay,
saying
yeah,
is
so,
if there was
right.
a Christmas song
I forgot we put
by
14
Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah, there is Fortunate Son. There's Gambino on here.
Does anyone know what Nine Inch Nails is?
They made the original version of Hurt.
Yeah, Ken, you're speaking a foreign language right now.
It's a band. Yeah.
It is
Well,
a
I'm
band. Huh?
yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go out and say that a couple people know who Nine Inch Nails are. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3, not too many.
On what are they, like multi-platinum? It's no big deal.
I think they're a small indie band.
At least a couple platinum.
But
Wow,
the-
I've never
I-
felt more
I feel
dumb in
like-
my life. But hey, we have an interview to get to. You guys are dodging our questions.
No, but
so-
we didn't want to get too comfortable. That's it. Like we didn't want to pigeonhole ourselves, because a lot of us first time really doing something like this, and so we just kind of wanted to get our hands dirty in everything. We didn't want to have to be committed to a sound, and also to have that creative stream of conscious. To just come out and have it sound the way we want it to sound. We want it to be big and theatrical and maybe confuse some people. So
we didn't hit all the plot points and attitudes we wanted to if we didn't go all over the place.
I agree.
We had general moods and ideas for a specific song, but we never had a specific sound we wanted to stick to. I think if we stuck to a specific sound, we might have been limiting ourselves.
Right.
Especially with
Yeah.
I also think it's just like a product of having a lot of people work on a project together with
Yeah.
who are
Totally.
each coming from like very different tastes and very different.
Yeah, I was just
you
gonna
know,
say that.
artistic.
Yeah, I think you're
inclinations.
right.
Well, that's something I actually want to bring up, actually. So the teamwork that this encouraged between all of you is obvious, because it can't be done alone. What do you all have to say about this bonding experience that it was for you?
I love my team.
I love my team.
And
Yeah.
best team ever. But seriously, like I've never had a creative project like this at all, but let alone one where everyone I was working with was just as excited and enthusiastic about it as I was, enough to put in the same hours, the same amount of work. Everyone was just as into it. It made things for me easier, made everything for everyone easier, because we all felt like we could rely on each other and there were no slackers.
Yeah.
We were all contributing everything we got.
Honestly, it just made it even more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, like everybody was just kind of backing each other up, which is cool, because you would have a lot of different influences even on one song. Like you had everybody was like jumping, okay, cool here. This would sound cool here, and just kind of layering person by person. And it was really cool to see that like everybody came with ideas and was inspired and was excited about it, like you said, which is, was really awesome. And I think that's one of the reasons why, we're so proud of it, is because we all put in that kind of time and we're that excited about it. So I can't wait to show it to everybody. Some of the
That
SMT
is-
have heard it.
I'm still waiting to get my exclusive ticket to hear it. I don't know why no one wants to share it with me. I'm very sad about it, but I guess I'll have to listen to it later on
Because they just
today.
found out you exist.
I know. I do exist,
will say
guys. I'm a
this.
real person.
From the book of Vin Diesel, we are a family now.
That's
No
right.
friends.
Yeah.
So moving on to our next question, guys. This is already starting to gain a lot of traction. People are talking about it. Just the other day, an old lady approached me and said, "Wow, did you hear about this musical going on with WMSC?" And I said, "What?"
Wow,
So,
that was exciting.
can you tell me
Really? Old lady?
about? Yeah, I don't want to, out her
Cap.
here on live air. Crystal,
Cap.
Crystal, I'm gonna
He's
need you to
lying.
leave right
Crystal,
now.
why would you say
Crystal!
that? That makes us
Crystal,
look
I'm
bad.
with Crystal on this one.
I'm not a liar, I swear.
I feel like it was that lady
So
from SpongeBob who thought like she was talking to a cereal box or something.
Yeah,
maybe I
yeah.
have problems, guys. You don't know me. You just found out I existed. So can you tell me about the interviews you guys have been doing for SiriusXM?
The interviews.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is interviews now. That's true. It is plural.
We did our research.
Yeah. Yes.
Come on.
Kenny.
So I mean, like, me, Kaya, and Ben the other day. When by other day, I think it was yesterday. Yes. We were on the morning mashup for like less than 10 minutes, but it was really fun. And shout out to Stanley, who kept getting Kaya's name wrong, the pronunciation, which is like, it's not really the kind of name that you think is hard to pronounce, but it created a fun moment. And yeah, that was that was interesting. And then I know Tara just did a special something.
About to. We're about to
Okay.
right after the buzz. We're gonna do it on SiriusXM's wrestling channel, Busted Open.
Whoa.
Which is dope. It's also really cool to just hear people like caring,
Yeah.
Like it's cool to hear people just being like, oh, this sounds cool. Like we put in all this hard work. So to hear somebody just say that, like unprompted, is the coolest thing,
I know. Yeah. Like I didn't think that this would happen, like that this would come out of doing this. I figured no sleep, and I figured probably getting behind in class, but I didn't figure like, oh, well, now we're gonna be on SiriusXM. That's cool, and like I don't know, maybe this will win awards? Question mark.
Yeah, people coming up being like, I love that song about the FCC, and we're like, how did you even hear that?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's
And
interesting
I see
you
Kyle
mentioned.
smiling, but like that's the song that he largely wrote by himself, and that's most people's favorite song.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle did all the
Lyrics
lyrics
by
for that. I
myself.
did the music,
Yeah.
and
Tara
Kyle
came
just
through
hit it
with the
out.
music.
Yeah,
It's
and then Kyle
interesting.
came in, did the vocals, and just hit it out of the park.
Thank you.
Counting seconds of dead air. Is that it?
Yes.
Yes, that was it. But it's interesting that you mentioned school, Jared, because it's not like there was nothing going on in your lives. You're
You
college
think?
students. Yeah, exactly. And I was in Annabella's office one day, and she said, "I really don't want to see their grades after this."
Now I want to see them.
So my question is, how'd you all manage to balance this with school and making something that is
Can I go first?
should go crazy?
Go, Nate. I've largely kept up with class. There is one class that I have apologized to my professor for. Luckily, she's a wonderful person. She's very understanding. I'll be able to do the work for her with no penalty, because that's the only class I missed work for. To Professor Marina Shaw, I'm very sorry. But I am going to be doing all of that over the weekend. After college radio day is done, all the fun is had, I'll be doing all that homework to make up for it. And I'll be right back on track. Yesterday was actually my hardest days. I had so much to do, but after I got to come back, write a D&D session, and then have my players fight the FCC on air, all I can do is have a good time right now.
Yeah. Nate was writing essays during this. I wasn't writing essays. I was writing vote coding.
Yeah, there was a day where I'm just like, I can't come in. I have to do actual schoolwork. Like it was crazy, and honestly, I don't know how. It was just a balancing act. We literally just took it a day at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Jordan Sparks, one step at a time.
Like my mother, Jordan Sparks said. One step at a time.
Shout out, mom.
Shout out, mom. How you doing, Jordan Sparks?
Yeah.
But just to kind of wrap up for our final question, I have not yet been able to ask the question, so I'm very excited for this one. Where do you all think you would be if none of you had ever decided to get involved with college radio?
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah,
Probably dropped out.
that's a cursed question. I don't know if I want to think about that.
Radio has been a large part of my life here. I can't imagine MSC without it, because sometimes I hear so many things about people not enjoying college. For one, I usually can't relate. Two, it's usually a matter of how involved someone is, and given that I've been involved since I stepped on campus, not only does it give me something to do, it gives me something to look forward to and something to strive to want to do. I met Annabella and immediately knew that I wanted to work for her. I wasn't going there just to get an opportunity for an internship. I wanted to go there and find a place to work, to get experience, to meet people, to again have an experience. If I never joined college radio, I wouldn't be doing most of this. So many of my opportunities and things that I've just enjoyed, the friends that I've made, they've all come from college radio. Through one way or another. I can't imagine my life without college radio.
Yeah, like I said, that we were talking about this, Jared, last night in the office while Nate was doing the show. Like they're legitimately, for a lot of us, this is what gets us to campus. You know, like this is what like gives us, you know, this is what we look forward to, is being here, being in this building, being with, you know, hanging out with each other and being able to do this and do what we love. So I don't even want to think about what it would be like if I didn't end up here. I feel like that's a bad timeline.
And like to think that before joining WMSC, I had no idea what college radio even was, that it even existed. Like this hidden gem that just changed everything. I've imagined my schedule of my school life without it, and it's not desirable at all.
Right.
It's definitely less busy, but like it's not fulfilling.
Yeah, I agree. No. Yeah. Beautiful.
And it's something that we all echo here. I mean, I'm sure Kyle and I wouldn't be sitting in 45-degree weather, freezing our everything off if we.
This is resilience.
Oh my God!
Could have wore a jacket,
Do you
Kenny.
want me to come out there? Do you want me to tag in?
No. I was trying to relate. Okay. Anyway, our next question is going to be our last, and it's kind of my favorite thing to ask whenever I ask something interview related. That's music. So, y'all have a favorite song on the album?
Oh, yeah.
Like each of you?
Yeah.
Because it's always so hard for people to pick.
It was the first track that Ben wrote. I think it was like the first completed song for the musical, and it used to be, and it's this beautiful ballad, and Kaya added some amazing harmonies to it, and it's this great duet. It's this lamentation, and it's just such a solid song that stands on its own out of context from the musical. It's a great one.
It's a lamentation of
That song wasn't a part of the original plan.
Yeah, it's a lamentation of What Without College Radio, which like it's so hard for me to figure out what song is my favorite, because like every time I listen to Dead on Renewal, I'm like, yes. Every time I listen to the second verse, Used to Be, I say yes. Every time I listen to, no spoilers, every time I listen to the 8th song on the soundtrack, I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
I cannot decide yet. It's gonna take me like another 2 weeks to decide.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things about them all being so different, is like, how do you compare like you know, a Nine Inch Nails song to a country ballad? Like they're very, very different. So like it's I don't know. I like all different flavors of
I have favorite moments.
Yeah.
That's how I decide. One of my favorite moments is Kaya and Ben harmonizing for the first time.
Yeah.
It's such a good one.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
you
really
both.
proud of all the songs.
both.
So favorites are hard to come by, but I really like the fact that used to be just clicked so easily, and it gave me a lot of hope also. Like, because when I just walked into this room and Ben had already written used to be, it gave me so much hope. Like, oh wow, we can actually do this. Used to be
Mhm.
represented a lot of hope for me.
I was very optimistic the whole time, just saying every time that we made such significant progress. Jared was surprised every time we made such significant progress, but I was like, yeah, we can do this. We're a team of talented people. We're a team of dedicated, determined people. We can do this.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming on. You're welcome to stay for the rest of the show. That is so much fun to do. I'm having a great time talking to you all, and thank you again. The Nightmare Before World College Radio Day premieres at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Later today, you can listen to the World College Radio Day Marathon on a live 365. Isaiah is going to take us to a quick break.
It's exciting, it's fun, and I'm glad to be here on the Super Buzz on a Friday. I've never been on campus on a Friday on purpose, but here I am.
Isaiah,
everyone doing?
we have something very, very important right now.
What
Ben,
is
take
it?
it away.
Hey, Ben here.
He can leave now.
Ben is here.
Oh, wait, we have another special guest.
Who's the special
Yeah,
guest?
where's your station manager? Like, where? No, your station manager, your stage manager. I'm sorry, I haven't had coffee. We need someone who's like, we're live now. There we go.
We're live.
But it's going great. I'm having a fantastic time. Something I'm most excited about is this second hour. We're not even covering news stories. We covered all of our things in the beginning. We're just going to talk about college radio.
Nice.
What it's done for us. It's going to be a little
Can I
discussion.
say a quick first question?
Sure, Ben?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
No.
No.
No. Get out of
Why?
here.
Why?
Here's
not
my
a
example.
sandwich.
All right.
You never know.
That was a dumb question. It was a waste of my
Here's
time, Ben.
example, okay? So if you get a sandwich from Wawa, it's on one of those rolls, right? And you put all the meat into it. It's the same exact idea with a hot dog,
No.
just a different kind of bread.
Imagine going to Wawa.
Because a hot dog's like a
Okay,
different
so
shape.
we're now
It
looking
makes
for a
no
new
sense.
one.
Wawa is
drug
the
producer?
greatest thing.
No, Quick Check's better.
best. Quick Check's
Well, we can't say that.
Yeah, we can't
If
say
you
that.
like Wawa, of course.
Oh.
If you don't, it's fine.
Oh wait,
You know, do what you want.
yeah.
It may not be the best. It just is what it is.
It's what you want it to be.
Exactly. In my
It's
personal
all up
opinion,
to you
Okay.
and Mike's personal opinion.
that's the only one that matters.
All right,
Anyway.
so now we're looking to fill some SMT positions because Kenny says hot dog is a sandwich, so he's gone, and Mike likes Wawa, so
Before we get to all of our college radio discussion, Sal, please do your newscast again.
Okay. President Biden signed a bill yesterday evening that will keep the government funded through December 3rd.
Sal, we're gonna pause you for a second, all right?
All right.
You are echoing like it is you're in a tunnel. So we appreciate it.
So I try again? Am I good now? Or?
Yeah, now you can do it.
All right. President Biden signed a bill yesterday evening that will keep the government funded through December 3rd in order to avoid a partial government shutdown. Both the House of Representatives and the Senate had passed the bill that same day. And given the urgency of the matter, Biden signed it into law soon after. The passage of the bill comes after Janet Yellen, Biden's Secretary of the Treasury, said that the government would run out of funds by mid-October if the borrowing cap wasn't raised, an issue that is still to be determined. Yesterday, Governor Murphy announced that Pfizer will be adding around 3,000 jobs in the tech industry to New Jersey. The Fortune 500 financial technology and services company will go to Berkeley Heights, where it will invest $100 million. Additionally, the company's CEO, Frank Pisano, said that the company will partner with Rutgers to let graduate students work with them. Earlier this week, I'm sorry, I lost my script. The New Jersey Supreme Court denied an appeal by Montclair State University to continue the case that it was fighting against the city of Clifton. The dispute was about the university's plan to make Yogi Bear Drive a two-way street, making it both an entrance to and an exit from the campus. However, residents and government officials of Clifton say that the plan for the road is too dangerous. This ends the 16-year-old case, unless the university decides to take it to the United States Supreme Court, an unlikely scenario. And for today's forecast, it's supposed to be sunny, with a high of 69 and a low of 52, but that wasn't really right, as Kenny said earlier. The humidity level is at 77%, and we have a good air quality with an AQI of 22.
Nice. You know what? Why don't we raise the humidity levels a little bit, Sal? Come on, do a guy.
We have another special high.
Another high.
Hi guys, I'm Gabby. What's up?
Gabby with a
Tuesday
hat.
Gabby.
newscaster.
Yeah.
One of them.
Tuesdays.
One of them.
Listening on
Tuesday
gang,
gang.
if you want to.
Yeah, both the Tuesday hosts are here. Yeah, is that the only day where both hosts are here? No, Crystal and Isaiah.
There it is again. The disrespect
No,
to me
no,
and
Tuesday.
Crystal.
They hate on us.
Tuesday is the most dedicated crew, and you have it. You have the proof
Honestly,
right here.
Kyle, I appreciate your
Excuse
effort.
me.
But
I not
we
the
don't really
most
talk to
dedicated
people in
person? I guess
second
it's my
place.
job.
We like to talk to people that are winners. All right,
What are you
Kyle.
talking about winners. Monday buzz all the way.
Your
What's
other
Monday?
host-
Who cares about
Right,
Monday?
right, like what?
Monday?
Dude,
Come
Katrina,
on.
Katrina is even here.
I wish Trent was here.
Trent is awesome.
Yikes.
Okay.
Looks like
Trent
no one
is
came
I got an
from
idea.
Monday because
We
Monday
have
is.
a skirmish dodgeball
I'm
game
here.
of each
Yeah.
morning bus crew. Winner is the best.
You know, if I could, I would wash all y'all, but I can't. You know, I gotta pay my bills. But we have an important discussion here, guys. As Kenny mentioned earlier, we are all part of the college radio. And now we're going to give the floor to anyone. I'm going to ask a question. What has college radio done for you?
Gave me
Anyone?
hypothermia.
Kyle.
Kyle's dying right now.
I am shaking like a clothes dryer on spin cycle.
Okay, but let us see what you're wearing though, Kyle, because I
Show
don't.
us the
Long sleeve
fit.
shirt, short sleeve shirt, sweatshirt, jean jacket.
And it's still
And
not
I'm still
enough.
freezing.
Damn, should have taken a blanket because you are layered up
Probably should've.
and
You tried, man.
A for effort. Maybe next time you have better luck.
You know, I'm going to throw it to Jake. What has college radio done for you?
What has college radio done for me? Oh man. Well, lots of things. I was lucky enough to be a part of that musical project, which, as we've heard from that radio before, was obviously a really cool experience with friends. Yeah, it's like kind of one thing I really like about the college radio is it's what they call a pre-professional kind of environment, and I think that's a really amazing thing for college to offer.
Gotta love it.
Mhm.
Caitlin,
Yes.
what has college radio done for you?
Oh, well, I was gonna go off what Jake said, and that's like WMSC is more than just like a club you can join. Like it really is a pre-professional environment. Like you can get real world experience if you want to know what it's like to work in radio. Like doing this really teaches you a lot. And I feel like for me, it's definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I still get nervous like when I'm here. But like it's a lot better than it was. And it's definitely opened me up a little bit more. But it's just such an awesome environment to be in. And all the people are so awesome and genuine. And it's good vibes all around. But yes, pre-professional environment is the best part as well.
Certainly. Gotta love it. I guess I could
That's
ask
completely true
Crystal.
about the pre-professional.
Crystal, what has college radio done for you?
Isaiah just interrupted me. I'm hurt.
I was talking before you. Carry on.
Let me think. What has college radio done for me? It definitely, I feel like more so than it being a pre-professional environment, I think it's definitely given a lot of students and myself included a platform where they can really like hone on them on those skills and just learn kind of what you like and kind of what you don't like, what works for you, what team. There's so many teams, especially here at WMSC, that you can join, and it's just like you get to explore what side of radio you want to be a part of, or if you want to be a part of radio, period. So definitely I think it's just giving me a platform where I can really just explore and just do really what I love, and which is like to talk and break down the news and all this other good stuff. So I definitely think it's like we said it's pre-professional, which I totally agree. It's a great platform that allows students to find their voice and really discover what they like. And now I'm going to throw it back to you, Isaiah. Add to the list. What has college radio done for you?
College radio has done a lot for me, guys. My first few years at Montclair, I didn't really do anything outside of just like go to class and work. So really during the pandemic, it opened up an opportunity to get started here.
Yeah.
And as soon as I started getting involved in the morning buzz, like I was only on for like 10 seconds an episode. And then Kenny just kept saying, why don't you talk a little bit more? And now I'm here, and I'm really appreciative of the opportunities I was given, and then I'm able to work in an environment where now I'm a student in charge, I guess, at this point. I don't know how that happened, but here I
He's a
am.
leader.
I know, I'm
Wow.
a leader. So that's cool, and I feel like I've gotten been able to work with a lot of people. I know, obviously, I've been working with Crystal here in this semester, but last semester in the summer, it was with Cam, and he's a really good guy as well. And then shout out to Josh, who was really the first host I ever met. Dude, he was tall when I first met him. I was like, what in the world?
Well, I literally had that same reaction when I came
Yeah.
in for ADJ training. I
I
was
was
like,
like,
oh my
"You're
God, you're
Josh?"
so tall.
He's like 7 feet tall. But yeah, I think it's just given me a chance to really like actually work in entertainment, because I've been a communications media arts major and I've done like nothing. And now working at the station, I'm able to say, I went ahead and did my thing, and it's cool.
That's interesting that Josh was like you said first DJ that you really saw.
Yeah.
Like you have like wittiness like him. Like you
I
do
know.
things
I
kinda.
think it's because we're both Puerto Ricans. It's somehow
Yeah.
built into the
That's
blood.
exactly what I
100%.
said. Annabella at the one of the previous shows, she had said that she was listening to Isaiah's talk and she thought it was Josh.
She did,
And
yeah.
I was laughing because I was like, maybe it's the Hispanic in them, maybe it's
Maybe.
because they're both from
She
Puerto
said
Rico.
that she said that you have like a certain inflection in your voice
I
at
don't know what
certain
it
moments
is.
that sounds like Josh. Not like straight through, but like there are certain words or stuff that she's like, wait, she has to question it, which is interesting.
It's very cool. I don't know if anyone outside wants to answer this question. I'm gonna throw it to our leader of the morning buzz, Kenny. What has college radio done for you, man?
College radio is very interesting. It's the story I tell repeatedly is that when I joined Montclair State, because I am a former Scarlet. Wait, this can wait right now. Professor
Show
Ted
us.
Kaminsky is flying over Montclair.
Wait, I want to
He's gonna
go.
be
Show
chopper.
us.
Come on down. He's
I'm gonna
flying
go
over
outside.
in his chopper.
All right, guys. If you want to leave
Sorry.
the studio, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all alone here in the studio.
World College Radio.
Everyone just abandoned Isaiah.
All right, guys. This is exciting entertainment. As you can see, we are being chased down by a helicopter. A helicopter like no other. The propellers are spinning. Things are being recorded. People are excited. The energy is one that you can relate to the Super Bowl. The energy is so electric, you can relate it to an event like WrestleMania. The crowd is excited. The people outside are cheering. Kenny, give us a play-by-play. What's going on outside?
Play is right over my head. If it fell, it was just flying over. He reports on that thing every single day. That was amazing. That was CBS Pixel 11 also covering World College Radio Day on WMSC and 669 other stations across 6 continents. We've got a whole bunch of things. The chopper is flying away. It's giving us a goodbye, but thank you.
The
Professor
chopper
Kaminsky.
is
Thank you,
flying.
Professor Kaminsky, for coming by
Yes, sir.
very much. We're going to throw it to a special interview. Anandaji Cruz Rosario. I don't know why I said Anandaji. I've never said that to you before. Please take
Name's
away your
Daji,
news
man.
director. Give us the interview.
Hi, how's everybody? I hope everybody's great. Bueno, hola, ¿cómo estás, Roxana?
Hola, ¿me escuchas bien?
Sí, sí, la escucho bien.
Bueno, encantada. Feliz día de la radio universitaria para todos. Estoy viendo el despliegue fantástico que están teniendo a esta hora. Felicitaciones. Bueno, yo les hablo desde Argentina, desde una radio universitaria que se llama FMV 90.9, la radio de la Universidad de Belgrano. Así que muchas gracias por la invitación.
Wow, gracias por venir, en verdad. ¿Y allá son las 7:16?
No, 9:15 de la mañana,
9:15.
9:16 ya, así que estoy tomando mi taza de café para mantenerme despierta después de haber trabajado hasta largas horas de la noche en otra radio también de la Argentina.
Wow. Bueno, hoy es un día bien espectacular para nosotros. Quería preguntarle primeramente si me podría hablar sobre su estación y el trabajo que usted y sus estudiantes hacen.
Bueno, Radio V 90.9 es una radio que tiene una frecuencia legal, que está, por supuesto, dentro de la categoría radio universitaria en Argentina, en lo que es la parte de licencias, digamos, de radiofrecuencias y por supuesto tiene su página en internet para todo el mundo y sus aplicaciones para ser escuchadas por el celular. Y es una radio con programación, digamos, de manera muy importante, estudiantil, ya que es una unidad académica, la radio, y nosotros en las diferentes carreras relacionadas con el mundo de la comunicación, sea desde el periodismo o desde la producción radial, desde los primeros años de formación ya comienzan a tener un contacto muy estrecho con la radio. Es una radio que está equipada con todo lo necesario, digamos, para poder transmitir, y entonces ya los alumnos desde el aula, desde las cátedras, comienzan a tener sus prácticas semanales con la radio, dentro de la radio, haciendo proyectos para la radio, y dentro de lo que es ya su cursada, como el fin de la materia, la finalidad es presentar un proyecto para la radio. Entonces, una vez que ellos presentan sus proyectos y son aprobados, y generalmente, bueno, son bien calificados porque eso implica que han hecho un buen trabajo también, que tiene potencial para ser puesto en el aire en nuestra radio. Una vez que eso sucede, generalmente los chicos vuelven a la estación de radio 90.9 para quedarse, digamos, la siguiente etapa de su cursada, pese a que estén cursando otras materias, pero ya con ese paso, ese camino que comienzan a andar junto a nosotros, aprovechando que la radio es una unidad académica para dar esos pasos ya profesionales, podríamos decir, empiezan a tener un contacto con las herramientas de comunicación muy cercanas, a producir sus programas, a ser emprendedores, autogestivos, y hoy con el mundo de la pandemia, o con lo que nos ha dejado la pandemia como aprendizaje, con todas las herramientas que les ha dejado de edición, de producción, de poder, digamos, utilizar todos los soportes tecnológicos necesarios para llevar diferentes contenidos para ellos, ¿sí? Y para la radio también. O sea que ha sido un gran aprendizaje y sigue siéndolo. O sea que nuestra radio, si bien tiene una programación musical, tiene programas de diferentes estilos, tiene una formación también con contenidos educativos, de entretenimiento, tuvimos también mucha información sobre la prevención de la salud, ¿no? En tiempos de pandemia, con médicos, especialistas, académicos de la universidad, que por supuesto generosamente participan. Es muy ecléctica musicalmente, pero digo, tiene una impronta muy juvenil porque ellos permanecen en contacto, digamos, a diario. Nosotros tenemos una sección que se llama La Radio que Viene, que es la sección donde propiamente están los trabajos hechos por los estudiantes de todas las carreras relacionadas con la comunicación. Y carreras que también tienen sus propios programas dentro de la radio. O sea que es un universo muy, muy rico, digamos, de participación constante, de colaboración constante, y eso nos hace, bueno, tratar de mejorar cada día, ¿no? La calidad de lo que hacemos. En un día como hoy, por ejemplo, compartiendo el Día Mundial de la Radio Universitaria, es nuestro tercer año, que nosotros a través de un alumno justamente tomamos contacto con esta gestión que se hace a nivel global, cosa que me parece espectacular, revalorizar lo que tiene la radio universitaria, ¿no? Que a veces en Argentina las radios comerciales muy importantes tienen el foco de atención y tal vez no tanto las radios universitarias como pasa en Estados Unidos. Ojalá fuera con el caso de ustedes que tienen digamos, una participación maravillosa y muchos se nutren, los grandes periodistas y los grandes conductores de la televisión de Estados Unidos han pasado primero por las radios universitarias. A nosotros nos falta un poquito más visibilizar, y yo creo que esta es una gran oportunidad para visibilizar lo que hacemos desde las radios universitarias, que es muy importante, y entonces eso nos permite en el día de hoy, bueno, compartir entrevistas o trabajos hechos en las cátedras por los estudiantes. Han grabado poesías, relatos, han grabado saludos desde las diferentes carreras, o sea que es nuestra manera entonces de compartir este Día Mundial de la Radio Universitaria. No sé si soy muy larga, pero bueno, soy locutora y periodista, así que me vas a tener hablando un rato, si no lo ves.
No, no, está bien. Yo estoy aprendiendo mucho con usted. No, díganme todo lo que pueda. Bueno, en la Universidad de Belgrano, ¿ustedes están cogiendo clases parciales o virtualmente todavía?
Todavía sí. Nosotros hemos tenido en el primer semestre de este año la mayoría de las materias relacionadas a la radio, al mundo de la comunicación. Entonces, en esta etapa, en el segundo semestre, ya ellos están cursando más materias relacionadas a lo visual, dirección de cine y eso. Entonces, ahora en este momento donde recién lentamente estamos retornando a la presencialidad, pero muy poco, solo para áreas de prácticas de laboratorios o materias donde a lo mejor los alumnos pueden estar bien separados en en las aulas, digo, con protocolos necesarios, pero todavía no tenemos la plena presencialidad en las universidades, ¿sí? Así que estamos haciéndolo lentamente, por eso nos tocó este año todavía, digamos, la etapa virtual de educación, que para los profesores, yo soy docente de 3 cátedras, en producción y periodismo radial, en las carreras de Ciencias de la Comunicación, Tecnicatura de Producción Medios Audiovisuales y la licenciatura en Dirección y Producción de Cine, TV y Radio. Me tocó este camino virtual, ¿sí? Con lo que eso implica también para los docentes, hacer que los alumnos se enamoren de la radio de manera virtual. Nosotros creamos este año un estudio virtual de radio, entonces nuestro desafío era conectar todo lo que teníamos con el operador de radio en el momento que teníamos la clase. Él nos pasaba la música, los separadores, o sea, lo que nosotros consideramos como artística, que es las presentaciones de las frecuencias de las radios, y hacíamos los programas en vivo virtualmente. O sea, que ese fue el paso que dimos este año para no perder la conexión.
Ok, wow. No, eso es lo que iba a preguntar. Eso fue igual para mí. Yo comencé con el radio virtualmente. Eso fue una etapa diferente. Eh, a ver, entonces ahora mismo estás sobre 5.000 millas de acá y ahora mismo como estamos hablando por Zoom es increíble.
Se escucha muy bien, aparte.
¿Verdad? ¿Qué crees que hay? ¿Crees que hay algunas ventajas de todo siendo virtualmente ahora mismo? Digo, lo que hemos aprendido en el año pasado y cuáles son las cosas que en verdad no son tan gran en el aspecto.
Sí, a ver, yo creo que algunas cosas llegaron para quedarse, ¿no? Esta manera, a ver, estas herramientas que le dieron mucha independencia, sobre todo a los estudiantes, esos soportes digitales, ¿sí? Para grabar, para editar, hablamos incluso de la manera en que podemos hacer una entrevista con alguien en cualquier lugar del mundo y conectarlo a la radio, eso es algo fantástico. Entonces, todo eso llegó para quedarse. Ahora, no hay como estar en el estudio y vernos, ustedes saben lo que es hacer radio, el contacto directo, las miradas, el código interno que se establece entre las personas que están haciendo un programa de radio, esa riqueza que tiene el vivo, ¿sí? De estar entre uno y otro interactuando y compartiendo anécdotas o hablando, y lo gestual también participa, aunque no se escuche, ahora con lo visual, con todo lo que vemos a través de las diferentes plataformas, bueno, también transmitimos audiovisualmente, pero digo, es esa cosa que se mantiene en el vivo, en el programa mientras lo hacemos, es algo que no se debería perder, no tiene que ser reemplazado por lo virtual, al contrario, es muy rico, pero de todas maneras, estas maneras de estar conectados en el mundo y que la radio amplíe su universo de transmisión, justamente gracias a esos soportes digitales, o el podcast también, ayer que fue el Día Internacional del Podcast y nosotros lo celebramos en Argentina, digo, todos esos formatos también que vienen como a completar el universo de la radio son bienvenidos, para que la radio siga más viva que nunca, o sea que eso es lo que me parece que seguirá quedándose.
Y que usted había hablado de el día de College Radio.
Ajá.
¿Cuál es la razón por qué la estación está, aparte de eso, es más para el aprendizaje de los estudiantes?
Así es.
Entonces, con eso, ¿cómo podemos, qué están haciendo hoy para celebrar este día?
Claro, claro, lo que te decía hoy. Nosotros como consigna tenemos y como unidad académica que es la radio, nosotros aprendemos haciendo radio. Los alumnos saben, digamos, que cuando empiezan a tener contacto con las materias, mientras hacemos radio nosotros le imprimimos una disciplina, un compromiso profesional. Establecemos que siempre tenemos que ser productores, digamos, proactivos para proponer temas, autogestivos también para producir nuestros propios contenidos. Pero en el día de hoy, como te decía, nosotros vamos a estar pasando saludos de los alumnos de diferentes carreras universitarias, ponemos proyectos que hemos hecho durante el cuatrimestre con entrevistas, con informes especiales, se han hecho investigaciones, los alumnos hicieron investigaciones de los temas de los que hoy se habla, medio ambiente, el tema de la tecnología, ¿no? El cambio climático, el tema de, no sé, el reciclado del plástico, temas médicos relacionados a la pandemia, o sea, hoy es un día donde hablamos de esos temas, los temas que los chicos también van proponiendo, y después, bueno, también grabaron relatos, cuentos, o sea que hoy es un día donde la voz del estudiante está muy presente, decimos los estudiantes son los protagonistas en V90.9 porque eso se trata, tratamos de que sea cada día y ojalá que la pandemia afloje un poquito, lo que nosotros decimos que bajen los casos y que volvamos pronto a estar en contacto con la radio, que es lo que amamos. Somos los profesionales que hacemos Radio V, la mayoría trabajando en medios radiofónicos reconocidos y además teniendo un gran amor, un gran afecto por la radio universitaria, lo que más queremos es volver pronto a estar todos juntos en la radio.
Y esto es una manera, usted dijera que la radio universitaria ha ayudado a sus estudiantes a tener comando, a lidiar con todo esto, ¿verdad?
Yo creo que sí, sí, absolutamente, porque siempre digo que la radio, que es un medio maravilloso, muy noble de comunicación, permite autodescubrirse, ¿no? Muchos alumnos entraban con timidez, no se conocían sus voces, cuando empiezan a estar en contacto con el micrófono se dan cuenta que tienen potencial artístico, potencial para hacer, digamos, para desarrollarse profesionalmente en esto, descubren que tienen voces, matices, ¿sí? Que pues nosotros hacíamos radioteatros, hacíamos varias cosas, además de programas de todo tipo de contenidos, o sea, de todos géneros, digamos, la práctica es muy constante, hacemos programas todas las semanas cuando estamos presencialmente. Entonces, los alumnos empiezan tímidamente y después se dan cuenta que tienen un contacto muy natural, que les resulta un ambiente muy natural, orgánico, y ellos son nativos digitales, y entonces también eso suman todo lo que fueron aprendiendo, digamos, a nivel tecnológico, y también lo suman al proceso de hacer radio, y entonces descubrimos grandes potenciales. Entonces, cuando vemos que están trabajando luego en medios, ya sea como productores de radio, o trabajando en podcast, o haciendo sus propios programas, o no sé, en el mundo del cine también, porque todo se complementa, porque uno cuando tiene que elegir un equipo para un staff de una radio, o elegir qué tipo de contenidos producir, eso también lo puede llevar al cine, ¿no? O sea, que todo eso se va como complementando, y descubrimos que, bueno, después de eso hay un camino que ellos inician, primero en la radio o en la universidad, con esos pasos como profesionales que van dando, porque nosotros les imprimimos esa impronta profesional para que el día de mañana tengan todos los elementos para trabajar en cualquier medio radiofónico de Argentina, y después de ahí en más, bueno, su camino personal, ¿no? La búsqueda que ellos tengan, pero generalmente es un momento de sorpresa porque se autodescubren, se dan cuenta que les gusta, que se enganchan, que empiezan a pensar creativamente, es como un laboratorio de ideas el estudio de radio, donde se proponen proyectos, y de ahí en más, bueno, la posibilidad de hacer para ellos mismos y para el futuro, para su propio futuro.
Sí, me encanta eso, es verdad, porque yo hasta lo estoy aprendiendo con mi estación.
Ajá, ¿qué
Pero,
estás haciendo?
bueno, nosotros también tenemos teatro por radio.
Claro, sí, sí.
Perdón, porque yo estoy pensando en inglés y español y los dos se están mezclando junto y todo, pero estamos haciendo eso en producción, pero yo soy la directora de noticias, eso tengo que
Ajá.
enfocarme mucho en qué está pasando alrededor mío.
Claro.
Ni pienso si me siento segura de yo misma, yo solamente lo hago y en fin yo digo, wow, yo hice eso.
Tal
Pero
cual, por
sí,
eso mismo.
ayuda
Claro.
mucho.
Y los primeros pasos seguramente a lo mejor tenías temor o tenías duda o no te animabas, y una vez que uno
Exacto.
se lanza, yo digo, es como andar en bicicleta, uno aprende la primera vez, cuesta, pero después no se olvida más esa cosa natural que se produce en uno cuando uno ya está en el aire, cuando se enciende la luz de aire y estamos en el aire, nos olvidamos y nos dejamos llevar, y es una sensación maravillosa la de comunicarnos, ¿no? Y tener empatía con
Sí.
el otro. Yo eso trato de imprimirle esa sensación que tengo, de la gran pasión o vocación que tengo hacia mi trabajo. Hace ya casi 30 años que he trabajado en radios como locutora en las principales radios de Buenos Aires, en los horarios centrales, o he trabajado en diferentes áreas de producción, redacción de noticias también, conducción, ¿sí? Locución, producción. Ahora estoy a cargo de la parte de coordinación operativa general y de producción de la radio, y entonces vas aprendiendo desde cómo funciona la transmisión de un equipo hasta administrativamente, hasta, no sé, las cosas que se van generando en el día a día, ¿no? O sea que entonces, y sigo apasionada por la radio, ¿eh? O sea, después de haber conocido todos los aspectos, todos los rincones digamos, de desarrollo de una radio, sigo teniendo esa misma vocación del primer día, digamos, cuando tenía el productor que me sostenía la hoja en mi primer trabajo profesional después de haberme recibido en una radio que después fue número 1 en la ciudad de Buenos Aires. El productor me sostenía la mano porque la hoja me temblaba cuando yo fui a presentar la primera canción en una
Wow.
FM. Entonces esa sensación, como esa sensación que uno siente de nervio, de miedito previo antes de presentar o iniciar un gran proyecto, eso sigue vivo hasta el día de hoy, porque uno tiene compromiso con lo que hace. Entonces es muy importante lo que me contás, porque eso quiere decir entonces que se va produciendo en vos esa gran vocación por la radio, ¿no?
Sí. Y gran pregunta que mi productor quería saber, si usted nunca se envolviera con radio universitaria, ¿qué, qué fuera con las vidas de los estudiantes y todo eso? ¿Usted cree que hay una gran diferencia en las vidas de ellos y de usted también?
Vos te referís a si uno siente que le deja al estudiante algo, o sea, que modifica, que transforma la vida del estudiante, o no sé si entendí mal tu pregunta.
No, es más
A ver.
como dónde estuviera los estudiantes si no
Sí.
estuvieran con el radio universitario. ¿Usted cree que en verdad hizo una gran diferencia en sus vidas? Digo, acabamos de decirlo también como se sienten los
Claro.
estudiantes, pero sí.
Sí, a ver, yo creo que los estudiantes, no quiero, a ver, pecar de... Es decir, yo creo que lo que hacemos nosotros en la radio de la Universidad de Belgrano, 90.9, es único, ¿sí? Porque ellos tienen contacto realmente con un medio que está, digamos, funcionando a pleno, un medio legal que tiene dispositivos para estar en el mundo conectados. Entonces es una oportunidad maravillosa que no se produce en todas las universidades de Argentina, que tengan ese contacto tan cercano con la radio. Eso les empieza a dar una libertad y una seguridad a la hora de caminar en los pasos previos, digamos, para ya después cuando salen al universo profesional, tener una base de desarrollo. Yo creo que cualquier estudiante de la Universidad de Belgrano que haya pasado por las cátedras de comunicación, de periodismo radial o de producción radial, están preparados para trabajar en cualquier medio radiofónico o medio audiovisual grande, ¿sí? Y de hecho tengo alumnos que cuando me escriben, luego al paso del tiempo, tal vez para decirme, profesora, estoy trabajando en tal o cual medio, quiero agradecerle por eso que hemos compartido en la radio o en las materias, eso me ha permitido a mí, o alumnos que a lo mejor me dicen, empecé un programa de radio en una radio, y yo digo, wow, porque ahí uno siente que la tarea está cumplida, ¿no? Siempre les digo a mis estudiantes, con que uno ya encienda esa lucecita de vocación por la radio, de querer hacer radio, yo siento que mi tarea está cumplida, ¿no? El trabajo está hecho, y están todos mejor, porque no todos tienen tal vez la misma vocación, algunos a lo mejor se inclinan, como te decía, hacia carreras más relacionadas a la dirección de cine o más a la producción cinematográfica, pero digo, cuando yo veo que están preparados para hacerlo, para volar, pero después la decisión es muy personal. He descubierto, estrellas, chicos que tienen esa potencialidad para ser estrellas de radio o de televisión, y uno les aconseja, pero a lo mejor después eligen ser directores de cine. Entonces, eso tiene que ver mucho con la necesidad y la decisión de sus vidas, de cómo encauzar su carrera profesional. Entonces, bueno, creo que ahí está también el desafío de uno de poder todos los días tratar de modificar o de ir como renovando la manera de hacer radio, la manera de presentar la materia, ¿sí? Para mantenerlos activos, para mantenerlos actualizados, para que la materia siga creciendo, ¿no? Las materias relacionadas a la producción radiofónica.
Y última pregunta.
¿Sí?
Este año en el radio universitario lo hemos llamado radio resiliente. Digo, radio con resiliencia. Ahí. Entonces, ¿usted ha visto esto en la Universidad de Belgrano? ¿Ha visto resiliencia en la universidad, en los estudiantes, por todo lo que hemos pasado el último año?
Yo creo que sí, sobre todo el paso del primer año de la pandemia, del 2020 a el 2021, ¿no? Porque Nosotros entramos en un confinamiento total en marzo del año pasado y los profesores tuvimos que empezar como de un día para otro a tratar de hacer nuestras materias, digamos, virtualmente con las plataformas o todo lo necesario. Fue un desafío primero para nosotros y después para ellos. Y ese proceso fue compartido, esa resiliencia fue compartida porque mutuamente nos hablábamos y decíamos, bueno, ¿de qué manera ir haciendo este camino, ¿no? de contacto con la radio o de qué manera encontrar esos recursos para que ellos entiendan cuál es el proceso de hacer radio desde la virtualidad, aquellos que nunca habían entrado a un estudio de radio, porque distinto es cuando uno empezaba la materia, ya el primer día se sorprendían por lo maravilloso que era estar frente a un micrófono, se sorprendían por cómo era el estudio, cuando se enciende la luz de aire, y entonces eso que después se hacía cotidiano, bueno, ya para ellos era un espacio natural de trabajo, pero hacerlos entender el proceso de hacer radio desde la virtualidad, imaginarse que uno está en modo radio, ¿sí? Era un desafío para nosotros. Entonces, este año nosotros agregamos más propuestas, esto del estudio virtual que te decía de Radio V, para que ellos además empezaran a hacer radio, sepan cómo hacer un programa, presentar las noticias, ese contacto, digamos, virtual con el operador que nos ponía la música haciendo el programa de radio, nos hizo entender más ese proceso, o les hizo entender a los estudiantes más ese proceso. Entonces después para ellos era muy divertido hacer todas las semanas sus programas. Teníamos, por supuesto, todos los problemas de la conectividad, a lo mejor tardábamos un poquito más o hasta que entendieron la lógica de la comunicación, las señas que uno hace cuando se comunica, digamos, en radio, para que no salgan al aire, uno se comunica, esto ya lo sabemos, y digamos, internamente con señas, o no sé cómo lo harán ustedes, pero nosotros con señas como para saber, bueno, cuándo una canción, cuándo tiene que ya desarrollar o finalizar un contenido, ¿verdad? Entonces, todo eso este año se hizo todavía, digamos, más aprensivo y más comprometido, porque ellos además pudieron hacer esos programas y esos proyectos de radio que habían pensado, y también lo hicieron desde su casa. O sea, yo creo que hubo una gran resiliencia, esto se aprendió muchísimo, incluso ellos empezaron también a editar sus propios trabajos, a pensar en la calidad de radio, para que sus trabajos tuvieran calidad de sonido y presentación como para ser puestas en cualquier radio, y por supuesto en nuestra radio que tiene un estándar de calidad a la hora de recibir los proyectos para que se escuche bien en el aire. Entonces, para mí creo que sí fue un espacio de resiliencia. Insisto, no es lo mismo estar en el estudio de radio presencialmente, no se compara con la magia de estar en un estudio haciendo radio, pero de todas maneras me parece que sí, que fue una cosa que compartimos incluso a veces con estados de ánimos mejores o peores, o a lo mejor incluso teniendo familiares con COVID. Los estudiantes, incluso estudiantes con COVID, han hecho trabajos, han presentado parciales, que yo les decía, recuperate y después me mandás el trabajo. Y el alumno sentía que haciendo eso que hace que le gusta hacer, se recuperaba mejor, o sea, sentía esa necesidad de seguir estando en contacto con el medio radiofónico o produciendo sus cosas o trabajar con sus voces, porque eso también los ayudaba a mejorar. O sea, yo creo que fue un gran espacio de resiliencia, ¿no? Y bueno, nosotros lo celebramos, me parece que hoy es un día para destacar que a veces pese a las dificultades o pese a no tener ningún contacto con nada o saber que era difícil volver a la radio, seguimos haciendo todos los días contenidos para la radio. No dejamos de producir un solo día para la radio. Y entonces ahí está el compromiso de los profesionales que estamos a cargo de la docencia o a cargo de los medios, en este caso como ustedes también radiofónicos. Ustedes son estudiantes todos, calculo, o sea que tienen ese mismo compromiso, saben que todos los días tienen que salir a hacer algo en la radio, no pueden un día decir sí hago, sí no hago, no. Está esa necesidad de que la radio sea una usina permanente, diaria, cotidiana de contenidos periodísticos, de información, o de comunicación, o de música, de arte, cultura, lo que ustedes quieran hacer. Pero yo creo que esa es la gran resiliencia. Pese a todo, estar preparados para seguir adelante y para poner lo mejor de nosotros.
Wow, me encanta todo lo que acabas de decir, porque es verdad. En fin, es como los estudiantes aprendieron a ser una mejor versión de ellos mismos, y hoy mismo el radio universitario, el día del radio universitario, es bien grande por esa razón, porque somos mejores por el radio. Y queremos decirle gracias por venir y tener esta entrevista con nosotros. Fue un placer.
Muchísimas gracias. Un saludo a Anabela Polan, con quien tomé contacto también a través de las redes por el seguimiento de estos años, de aprender a conocerlos aprender a conocer radios del mundo también a través de el World College Radio Day y por supuesto el Día Internacional de las Radios Universitarias. Así que un gran placer haber estado con ustedes. Espero compartan conmigo estos contenidos, así los presentamos también en la radio de la Universidad de Belgrano. Es un gusto y espero que en algún momento podamos hacer un dúplex o algo el año que viene, si todo sale bien. Podamos hacer nosotros también nuestra participación en vivo en la maratón del Día Internacional de la Radio. Ojalá podamos tener un contacto con ustedes también y que ustedes participen en nuestro aire, ¿no? En nuestra radio de la Universidad de Belgrano, para esta cosa que tiene maravillosa de la radio del mundo, de unir, unir culturas, unir espacios, unir pensamientos, ideas, y sobre todo los estudiantes, que son la radio que viene, yo digo, es la radio que viene, la radio del futuro, son las voces que van a estar liderando seguramente los medios, así que un feliz día para todos ustedes y gracias por la invitación.
Gracias, espero que tenga un bonito día.
Muchísimas gracias, nos vemos. Mucha suerte para ustedes y feliz año de esto que queda del 2021.
Igual, y Kenny dijo, gracias Roxana.
Suerte.
And back to you, Kenny. Or
Thank
Isaiah.
you. Again?
Talk.
It's all right.
Spectacular interview. Shout out to them. It was great, informative, and for all you guys, I hope you learned a couple things. Kenny, got anything to say about that?
Listen, that is the only interview I have ever produced that I didn't understand a single word of. I imagine it was really good. Daji, how'd it go?
It went great. I was thinking in English and in Spanish all at once. So I was a little thingy, but I told her that and we started laughing. So it went great on my end.
I want to mention that we have another quick special guest.
Another guest.
Hi, I'm Madi. I made a hand signal. WMSC.
Oh, she's throwing up signs.
She's our big
we're in
editor.
dangerous
She edits a
territories
whole
with
ton of
those kind
stuff.
of
And she's
signs.
now a news contributor for Thursdays. I'll see her next week.
Brand new.
Figure out
She's
my
gonna
day,
kill it, I'm sure. Guys, this has been a great college radio day 2021. Things.
Listen, Isaiah, it sounds like you're rapping. We got some more time still.
No, I wasn't rapping. It's called a transition,
except-
Kenny. It's a
Okay, that's
transition,
fair.
my
But
man.
here's the thing, though. We have a
Okay.
whole day ahead.
Yeah.
Hey, look who's here.
We're just getting started.
Say your thing.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben here.
All right, goodbye, Ben.
All right.
We have
someone
Guy
that does
Golf
not get the joke. That keeps happening. And
Yeah, is this supposed to be?
I don't
No,
know.
I just think it's
It's-
like a statement.
it's just a
right?
statement?
Yeah,
Statement,
it's
like
just
a statement.
it's just Ben being Ben.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Sounds yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
are
Say
you
what you
guys
think.
cold? They
It's
look like you're
freezing.
shaking.
A little
Oh,
bit.
very much so. Well, Kyle has been
frigid
shaking
out here.
forever. I've got steady as a rock.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but here in the studio, and I'm sure
Well,
Daji and her
kinda.
home
I'm
are
naturally
quite
speaking.
warm. I have
I'm
a
not
hoodie.
warm.
She's not warm.
I know
lied.
where you are, Isaiah.
Uh,
Don't make me come up there.
No, you want to come up here, Kyle. It's nice and warm here. I have
Fair
a cup
point.
of
I'll
coffee.
see you in a
present-
second.
Oh, I don't want to say where it's from, actually.
Yeah,
Dangerous
well,
territory.
Okay, I thought he was actually coming up. No.
From blank.
Nah, it's
Place.
just for the bit.
All right,
They've got a
guys, let's
golf
get into
cart
some
out
more
here for the
questions
golf
about
cart
college
karaoke.
radio. You know, how has college radio shaped your potential careers? Kenny, you're a producer here. You've been here for a long time. In radio
been here
years,
for a
you're about
year.
87. Go ahead and tell us what are you thinking?
Most of the people here have been here longer than me.
Nice.
It's true. Kyle has.
There he
Honestly,
is.
most of these people have.
There he is.
Not me.
Actually, oh, that's not true. But some of them have. Anyway, my point. So I mentioned before I went to a different school. I used to be a math major. I say that story 1,000 times a day. And I switched up everything and now come here for communications, television, and radio and stuff. And the thing that's amazing to me is that I'm doing what I love to do, which is something that I never thought I'd be able to do. And college radio has presented me that opportunity. It's amazing. And it's weird because I remember my first class at Montclair ever. It was not history of it was history of television. The professor was talking about radio, and he said it'll be dead soon, and there's no jobs in it.
Oh
And I
my
thought, yeah,
God.
I said to myself, yeah, he sounds about right. I'm not gonna do that. And
Now look at you.
now look at me. I've fallen in love with this. It's something I never thought I'd I'd even consider. And now it's something that if I went into it professionally, I'd be more than happy. I'd be over the moon if I got to do this. It produced and booking a Spanish interview when I don't speak Spanish was so much fun.
Are you gonna use Taji to translate for you again
If I ever
in the
have to.
future? Okay.
Daji did the
Alright.
entire thing for me. Anybody
Guys,
else?
in the studio, you know.
Can I just go off a little bit of what Kenny said about how his teacher said it was like
Dead?
dying essentially?
Uh-huh.
And I think it's so interesting because when I was in high school, I remember I wrote my first article for our high school's newspaper, and I was just I don't know what it was, but the adrenaline of seeing and just the excitement of seeing my work published was so like exhilarating. Like I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, maybe there's something I could actually do. And then I was considering it's like my junior year when I first published it, and then senior year kind of rolled around, and they kind of start prepping you, or towards the end of your junior year they kind of start prepping you for graduation, stuff like that. And I remember saying like, what about journalism? And I told one of my high school teachers, and they basically said no, that I shouldn't do that because it was a dying career. And I think it's so funny because this is another high school teacher who said it to me. And I literally went to Rutgers, the same school that Kenny went before, transferring to Montclair to study business. And don't get me wrong, I love business. I have a minor in business, but between business and journalism, I definitely think journalism wins. And so here I am, 4 or 5 years later, about to graduate, and I ended up going for journalism. But it mind boggles me because people are really out there saying that journalism is dying. And although in recent times, the integrity and just how media is perceived has been getting a bit rocky, journalism is not dying. It is not dying. And for anybody who thinks of going into this, it is not dying. How do you think you get your news, the forecasts, the weather, all this other good stuff that you read up on the internet or anywhere? That's journalists doing the work. So
I can
just wanted to
definitely
say
agree with that as a journalism major. Like people say like it's dying. It's not dying, it's just changing. And we have to just adapt to those changes.
Yes,
absolutely,
sir.
yeah,
Absolutely.
No, for sure. And then especially with everything going on right now and just how it's perceived, it could be a bit discouraging, but it shouldn't stop anybody who's interested in doing it.
Not at all.
So Sal, as a freshman, I know that you are. I hope you stick it out. And
Yeah.
You got this, Sal.
yes, you're doing great things.
Yeah.
Look at you already participating in your first college radio day. You're on the
Yeah.
radio, newscasting.
Newscasting on
Alright.
college radio day.
Right.
Sal, you can wear that. You can put that on your LinkedIn profile right now. Go ahead and add Crystal because she be using LinkedIn these days.
I don't even think you've connected with me, Isaiah.
You know what's crazy? That's a lie. We've connected already.
No, we haven't.
Yeah. I was looking and I was like, all right, I gotta find Crystal now because
Uh-huh.
she was talking about LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
We've been connected for a long time.
No, we haven't.
I swear to you.
Oh my God, maybe Isaiah was trying to spit game.
Oh yeah, my girlfriend doesn't know. I've been trying to, move on. You feel me? No, that is not happening.
No,
I
right?
love you very much.
I met Isaiah's girlfriend. She's very sweet.
She is very sweet.
She is.
Shout
And
out
when I
to
said,
you.
when I said, is this the girlfriend? He says, this is my side piece.
I did actually.
Cute.
Yeah.
I'm literally on LinkedIn right now trying
Uh-huh.
to see if Isaiah and I are actually connected.
As that's going, I will say, as someone when growing up, I always loved radio. My mom and I used to be in the car a lot together, driving from place to place, as one does. Shout out to my mom. being there for me since day one.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. I got much love from my mother. But yeah, when we're in the car, obviously you didn't have like Bluetooth or like aux cords at all, or like sometimes you could put a CD, but for the most part, it was always radio. So in my mind, I always thought, man, it'd be so cool to have a radio show one day, or just to be on air at some point, get interviewed. And then all these,
Really?
yeah. And like I used to grow up listening to Hot 97, like Ebro in the morning. Then there was like Power 106. It was a lot of rap stations. So
I entered at Hot 97. It was pretty good. Pretty
yeah,
lit.
Hot 97, man. But yeah, I used to always listen to those guys, those groups of people in the morning, and it was always something that piqued my interest, because on those shows they say whatever they want, and they just, they're free, and they're just talking from the dome. And to be able to do that now, I can't really curse on air due to, FCC guidelines, but you get the gist. Being here on air is super cool, and I'm thankful for the opportunity. And who knows, maybe one day, this area I'll work in further after I graduate from here. But I'm very appreciative of college radio, and I can't wait to see what the future has.
Oh my God, guys, he's crying.
It's been
He's crying.
such a hard.
So touching.
I know.
Wuss.
Too much. Huh? What's up, Kenny?
Wuss.
Wow.
Whoa.
No.
Kenny
None of
trying
that.
to get all aggressive against me because I've
Why?
insulted him like 6 times today.
Why,
Listen,
Kenny?
okay, I'm sorry. I will take it back. I'll make it sentimental again. We asked this question during the interview to the people about where they think they would be without college radio. I want to ask all of you.
Okay.
I'd be inside.
We're all going around.
Kyle
the-
just nonstop with that.
Yeah.
Right,
I
right.
had to do it
Like,
again.
I
Someone
want
warm me up.
everyone to know that I'm sitting here in 50-degree weather. They better tune in and make it worth my while.
Why would you can't say they better tune in if they're? If
I would
they-
like them to tune in. It
Well,
would
no,
make
my
this a
point
little
is
bit better.
they wouldn't hear that if they weren't tuned in.
Yikes.
Crickets.
Way to make it awkward
This
again,
is my
Kenny.
resignation from college
That's what I
radio.
do best. But I want to ask you all, where do you think you would be without college radio? And even you, Sal, who's been here for a month.
Yeah, I mean, like even at the morning buzz, as soon as I joined, I like the community vibe that we have here. Like we're all like one big family. It seems like the way we can banter with each other, and I feel like, especially my freshman year, that is really important to have. So like I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Jake, you want to say what you would be doing?
Oh man,
Sleeping.
probably. Yeah. Oh,
For real.
big time. I'm sorry. I'm like boozing. Like, sorry about that.
You know why I said that?
Yeah,
You know
'cause
why I
you,
said-
you can see me, right?
No,
Oh.
because Jake and I have a class together.
Oh yeah.
And yesterday I was literally dying of laughter because I was so tired. I was so sleepy.
Mhm.
Like I literally felt myself drifting. And I remember looking across the room and I saw him and he was falling asleep.
Yeah.
And I thought it was the funniest
That's
thing ever.
amazing.
Which is
Yeah.
why I pointed it out. But go ahead, tell us, where will you be?
Where would I be? I don't know. Probably not doing a whole lot of cool stuff. Probably just more focused on classes. Like I remember what you said about that. I, really connected with that because it is true. There's not like, I don't know. I guess this hurts to think about, but maybe I do like Carpe Diem or like News Lab or something like
okay.
I don't know. Like
It's like the energy in that. I was like, I
Bro,
guess.
I guess I do that. Or God forbid, Red Hawk Sports Network.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, you know what's crazy?
What?
I have a class where I actually have to like produce social media content for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's tough having to be the person that's working with them because I kept hearing just terrible things.
Oh,
But yeah, other than that,
Yeah.
Red Hawk Sports Network, I'm glad.
Are
That's not what you're talking about.
you talking smack right now?
No,
No,
I would
that's not-
never.
About
Yeah,
your
it's
chilling.
employer?
It's
I think the
celebrated
Red Hawk
radio.
Sports Network is great.
Yeah, no, everything's great.
Yeah.
But everything's
everything's
great. Everything's fine.
everything's-
But no, I don't think I'd be doing as much as the cool stuff and hanging out with many of the cool people I'm hanging out with if it wasn't for radio. And I'm really grateful for that.
That's dope.
Aw, I
Yeah.
love that.
Crystal?
Something funny. If I'm being honest right now, I was thinking about what you said about how you used to be in the car with your mom and listen to the radio and you would think that, right? And I just think the way I grew up and just like my upbringing, it didn't really allow me to think about stuff like this. Like
Mhm.
you obviously you would watch the news, you would listen to radio, but you never really thought about it, or at least for me, let me speak for myself. I never really thought about like who was the person speaking, what, like this whole thing, right? Like Kenny and you and producing and all this stuff. Like I never thought about it. And so I think that being able to come in here and be the host and or co-host of the morning bus and start off like the newscaster and eventually move up, I think it's incredible because I don't think I would have the goals or aspirations that I have today had I not seen that it was how it was in college, right? Like we have all these great technology, these great studios where we really get to practice and have hands-on experience. And I just feel like it's just everything seems more attainable or more like realistic. Like you can do this. Like you can do this. Like you can really be that, like whatever you want to be. And I know it's Kenny's gonna be like, oh, why is this so sentimental? But it really it is my last semester and I'm currently interning at another radio station. And I just like walk in there, right? And I feel confident. Like I know this. Like I know what the roles are. Obviously I'm no expert, but they expect that, right? Because you are a student after all. But just being able to walk in there and like seeing the mics, like it's not new to me. Like I've been in a studio, I've seen them, and it's just it makes you feel like you belong.
It's a familiar environment.
Yeah. And especially when you're a first generation college student, it's many things you kind of experience that are maybe get you a little nervous, but you overcome that. And so I feel like had it not been for college radio day or for WMSC specifically, I don't think I would have the confidence and the knowledge that I have today. So honestly, hearts forever.
Forever. Big love.
Forever and ever and ever and ever. Cross my heart. No magic. But how about you, Isaiah?
Where would I be without college radio? Well, I'd imagine I'd probably just like what Jake said for the most part is I would most likely just be taking classes as a student. And I'm not sure if I'd ever end up joining another club at all because I feel like I'd probably just end up committing more time to work, because once again, I got bills to pay. But yeah, I feel like that because that was my mindset, especially early on, is because I'm like, I gotta, make money to afford my education. And then you're taking all this time to make money and you can't do anything else. Yeah. So, maybe with like this newfound free time for the most part that I have, maybe I would join a club, but I don't know, maybe I'd start making content like on my own end, like a YouTube channel or something. I just can't imagine that I would end up at anywhere else but here, and here we are, us three in a little room, people outside celebrating college radio day, not only here in the States, but across the world, which is super dope. Yeah.
And can I just say like how many amazing people we've all met?
I know. Yeah, like I even met this very like okay person in Crystal. She's all right co-host.
He is such a hater.
No, but for real, that's totally true. There's so many great people that have come through here. I've barely talked to you, but you seem like a genuinely nice person.
Isaiah, I would say you're my favorite. You're my favorite person. I shouldn't have.
Let's go. Isaiah stays number one in everything he does. I've never heard anyone say that I'm in second place in my life. I just straight up killed the game. Guys, as a reminder, this is WMSC from Montclair. It is 9 a.m. and this is getting exciting. We are here. We're actually going to be extending the buzz a little bit longer. Kenny, where would you be? College radio.
I'm kind of upset. I was going to make a great ID transition. I was going to say, where would I be without 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair? You just kind of stole it from me.
That's what I do, man. Shout out to my people.
Gotta
just answer the question.
Yes. Sorry, Kyle.
Kyle is fed up with this code. He is fed
up. I'm so sorry. You want to go inside? I think you want me to go inside.
Please let our audience know, where would you be without, because none of this would be possible.
Thank you, Kenny.
Yes, thank you, Nate, for making sure the station doesn't explode. But really, I'm gonna make it sentimental.
Wait, hold on, Kenny. Hold on. Us
What?
here in the studio
love
got
that.
sentimental,
Oh.
and all of a sudden you're like, oh,
They weren't paying attention.
you guys shouldn't get all
Very surprised.
sentimental. What do you
Look,
guys
I gotta
look.
make fun of you.
Look, they get to be inside. I think they should cry a little. Get as
I'm
sentimental
not,
as you
I'm not
are.
gonna make it cry. No, I'm
Kenny,
not.
I don't think Kenny could do anything in the world to make me cry.
Right.
Yeah.
There's just zero chance anything Kenny says would ever make me cry.
I'll take you serious.
No.
No, it's true. It's true. I couldn't.
But go on, Kenny. We want to hear. We want to hear it.
Anyway, how okay. So, for the 50th time today, I am not originally a Montclair student.
Did you go to Rutgers, Kenny?
I did. New Brunswick.
you a
Logic, he's
math
constantly
major?
saying he's
I was a
half
math
black, man.
major at Rutgers, New Brunswick, and
Wow.
before that, all throughout my life, let's get super sentimental. I struggle with severe depression. I'm gonna get very deep. I'm honestly shocked to say that I'm alive. And the fact that I am sitting here outside for something I never thought I'd be doing, it's astounding to me. Because if you asked me 2 years ago when I was a Rutgers math student at Rutgers, New Brunswick, I was a Scarlet Knight. I'm gonna just keep saying that the whole time. I would have bet money on you that I wouldn't have made it this far. And it's interesting to me that when I transferred, I never had to face all of that professionally, because that's all kind of things that I was able to work through and kind of not let it affect my work as it had for the first 18 years of my life. And in college radio, I have found something that was always so difficult for me, but it's now gotten much easier because I speak on air for hours and hours every week. But it was always difficult for me to talk to people. Even just a conversation, just saying hello to somebody, was always terrifying. But now I can have a random conversation with a random person. And college radio has offered me that. It's given me the chance to be a person. And I find that amazing. Can you hear singing?
No.
That,
But Kenny,
okay, well, that was
that's,
the golf cart karaoke. Anyway, that's pretty much it. College radio gave me a life.
no,
I love
That's
that.
beautiful,
Oh,
Kenny.
yeah.
I
Thank
love
you.
that.
You said you were
Thank
gonna
you.
get sentimental, and you really meant it.
Yeah.
And
Listen, I don't lie.
from everyone here at the
Give me
station,
credit.
man, well, we love you, man.
Yeah, big
Yeah. We appreciate the work
Was-
you do for
He's
all
blushing.
of us. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. He can't even
cold.
blush because it's that cold.
He's frozen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But thank you, Kenny. We appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I try.
Gee,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
give some effort.
Yeah, Kenny, I think it's great that you I feel like even you just telling us this story just shows how comfortable you are with us and how WMSC specifically really is a safe place for you to just be who you are, speak your truth, and meet great people, right? And I love that. I truly, truly love that. Kyle, what were
No,
you?
I'm not asking Kyle.
Yes, Kyle.
Because you
Yeah,
got
Kyle-
snappy with me. No, I'm kidding.
Kyle doesn't get to
No, you can
answer the
speak.
question.
So
Kyle, I'm intrigued.
Oh no, did they mute him?
Yeah.
He got muted.
Muted.
Oh, come
Oh.
on.
Kyle, who is
What
who-
if Kyle was about to go on in like a super emotional rant?
Right,
Yeah.
who's taking your
He really
voice?
had something
I
on his
know.
chest.
Kyle,
Yeah.
who's taking your voice?
We literally
We can't
just
hear
talked about
you.
how this is a safe space and how
I know.
anybody
Right.
can come on
Not a
and share
safe
their
space
story.
at all.
And then this man took the mic and they said no.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
today.
like fresh squeezed
Way
orange
too.
juice. No concentration.
Hold up. Way too many voices.
Hey.
But yeah, without college radio, up until a few weeks ago, I'd still be living a pipe dream of wanting to make music. And thanks to Jared, who's right in front of me right now, get in here.
Hey,
It's possible. I've made music now. Not only that, but according to most people in the station, the song I wrote is one of their favorites on the album.
classic.
Yeah,
And
it
I
is.
I can't get over that. It doesn't feel right.
Welcome to music making, Kyle. This is normal.
It doesn't. I feel like there are like 8 other tracks that are better than
You're
mine.
doing it, man. You made music.
It's funny you say that because there are 9 tracks.
I know.
You
That was
doing
the
it. You made music.
okay.
Now you get to feel weird about your accomplishments.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody who let me do this, who made this possible. Jared for inviting me, Nate who worked the board countless hours, Tara who provided the music. They're all here right now.
Yeah, what's up?
Everybody
are we
come
still
in.
in the bus?
Yeah.
Oh my
So-
God.
Tara, can I
Hey.
Not
show you
only
on air?
Yeah, sure.
with college radio, I would have not met these amazing people, but I wouldn't accomplish my dream of what I want to do in life, at least to an extent. Like, it's songwriting, then I guess like animation, which I'm here for, but that's a secondary thing.
That's like second tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only like-
I'm here for animation, but the music's where it's at.
Exactly.
We're gonna take our question to Tara Cicchetti. Tara, please take it away.
Yeah.
Tara.
Your headphones off.
Hello.
Hey, Tara. Sorry to blow your ears out right there.
How we going?
Great. You want to? You want to
me or Kyle mute yourselves? We're getting a little feedback.
Yeah, somebody.
Probably Kyle. Mute.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Okay.
What's the question? Where would I be without college radio?
Yes.
I honestly haven't the slightest idea because, like I've said it before, I was only half joking. This is like the reason a lot of us come to campus. You know, like it's the type of thing that it's been such a huge part of my life for the past couple of years. It's helped me find my voice, both figuratively and literally find my speaking voice. You know,
Just as Tara wraps up, I'll give a little sign to wrap up.
it's just been an insanely affirming experience. I
That's
don't
Mr. Mayor.
know where I would be. Like this kind of just, it became, something that was a huge part of my life. I honestly could tell you, like, before this happened, I was dodging classes in Schmidt every day. That was my life. That was about it. Hey, you got it. Thank you. So I'm really glad this
You remember?
happened.
And Kyle?
Kenny Horn.
Kenny Horn.
We're
The one
gonna
and
go
only.
flash, Kenny.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kyle
Pavatone.
Tara Cicchetti.
Oh,
And
hi.
who was dancing?
Who was dancing? I saw somebody dance.
Right now,
Okay.
Right
They're
now, I
getting
got
a
a couple
chaotic.
voices.
We're joined by, for the third time ever, on the Morning Buzz, Mayor Andre Saya. Thank you, Mayor Saya, for coming on again. I'm very happy to have you here.
Turn the camera so we can see.
Hey, I have a
He's
proclamation.
not sitting down yet. It's an
Okay.
official proclamation about World College Radio Day.
Kenny, we're not socially distanced. What happened here?
Oh, dude.
Wow, my
Yikes.
goodness.
Oh,
Yikes.
Put a
yikes.
mask on.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey,
It takes
man,
us
what are you
all.
doing?
Okay,
Here we go.
we're here
Take it
with
away.
Kenny Horn, and I have an official proclamation.
Kenny,
And I
turn your
want to
camera.
present it to you in honor of World Radio College Day. How many hours of sleep have you gotten?
Great question. I do who?
I'm a little buzzed right now.
Yeah, post on coffee.
Yes, thank you.
Would you read it for us?
Yes, I certainly. Do you want me to read the entire thing? That'll take
just
like an
pick
hour.
the highlights. No, not the highlights.
Of course.
I will give you the highlights.
Yes.
So it talks about how this produces the promotion of technology to the next generation, a commitment to volunteerism and public service. And it creates a pathway for anyone that wants to pursue a career in radio. If you want to be the next Glenn Shuck.
That's my biggest dream.
I listen to 1010 Wins.
Yeah.
You give them 22 minutes, they give you Glenn Shuck.
Yeah.
Although, would you want to also be on News 12? Not that that's radio or anything like that.
I'll be on anything.
Around New Jersey. Around the clock.
Around the clock.
As long as it's near Patterson.
So take a look at this, everyone.
Woo! We
Official
love it.
proclamation
We
of the
love
city
to
of
see
Patterson.
it.
We are,
Yeah.
we are profoundly proud to present this to Kenny Horn. So all of you are operating on less than 1 hour of sleep.
Wow.
Get your Z's. Tomorrow you'll experience
Yeah.
REM rebound. Whatever that means.
I'm sure we'll find out.
Oh, such an emotional moment.
I
You
know,
love to
right?
see it.
Thank you, Marcia, very much
This
for coming
is
on.
college radio.
What,
To the Red Hawk
what an
Diner.
honor.
I know.
You're always welcome on our show.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you.
You can
Pleasure
even
to meet you
host
in
the show.
person.
Yes, it's been a while.
I wish everyone well. Happy World College Radio Day.
Yeah.
Long
That's
live
gonna-
Glenn Shuck.
That's right. That's the biggest message. That's going to wrap it up for the Morning Buzz on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Up next, we've got Aquí Planeta Tierra with Daji Cruz Rosario,
Oh.
Yasmin Yomaz, and Caitlin Aristi Sabel. Isaiah, please play us out with a call
All
out for
right.
this week.
I'm gonna pick some. Bye, guys.